If you're watching this right now and you haven't hit the like button, Billy, get on it. Bug your brother. Tell him to do the same.
We got to look back at week one. This is the new segment. 3 studs, 1 dud. These are my top 3 Blue Jays performers for the week. And of course, the one most disappointing Blue Jay. I'll be doing this all season long. Maybe we'll have some sort of an award for points based, who had good weeks the most often, kind of a thing towards the end of the season.
3 studs and a dud. Number 1, great name, buddy. This is why you're the best co-host.
I probably stole it from someone else on YouTube, so.
Irrelevant. Don't bring that up. Okay. Let's hear him, bud.
All right.
Are you going to start with studs?
We're going to start with stud number 3. Now, there were some honorable mentions that we're not going to mention. But we're going to start with number 3 stud, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., believe it or not.
Ooh.
Had himself a good first week. Sitting at a 407 batting average, not even best on the team, believe it or not, and an OPS of 167. An OPS plus of 226 this week. You'll take that. Of course, hit 2 home runs and is at 11 for 27 at this point in the season.
Also, it was great to see Vladdy be dropped into that 2-hole yesterday when they were giving Springer the day off and continue to hit. That's one thing in previous seasons that for whatever reason might have just been bad luck, but in that 2-hole, he just never hit as well as the 3-hole. So to see him putting up a couple of hits and a dinger yesterday, hey, 2 thumbs. That's why you're a stud, Vladdy.
I also want to point to his walk to strikeout rate. 5 walks, 1 strikeout.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
Patient
impressive.
Hitting.
It is, I would say, the determining factor of him getting that 3rd stud spot over Dalton Varsho.
Okay.
So Dalton Varsho hitting 357, OPS 978, has a home run of his own, has a stolen base of his own. So does Vladdy, however. But the walk to
Vladdy
strikeout.
doesn't have Vladdy didn't bunt for a hit, though.
That's true. Doesn't have the bunt single. Dalton Varsho, however, 3 walks versus 10 strikeouts.
Right.
So that was the deciding factor for Vladdy being stud number 3. All right, stud number 2. Drum roll, please. Matt Chapman.
Yes.
With a 481 batting average, OPS of 1221. No home runs yet, but I'll take it.
Dude in the 7-hole.
I'll take it. Yeah, well, he's moving up now. He's moving up. He's our cleanup guy, right? He's moving up. Yeah, if this is Matt Chapman I hope it's not a walk year. I'd love to have him back, but
oh yeah,
let's give a career year for Matt Chapman. 7 RBIs, leads the team in RBIs. So, I think part of that is a benefit of hitting behind Dalton Varsho, because this guy runs hard and is going to be racking up RBIs that maybe Matt Chapman doesn't deserve. That's a strong word. Wouldn't have otherwise gotten an RBI with maybe Brandon Belt on second base or Alejandro Kirk on second base. So, Matt Chapman, stud number 2. Stud number 1, Kevin Gausman.
Love it.
2 outings, 12 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 14 strikeouts. That's all I need to say.
That splitter, just putting it on display. The guy has been lights out. Okay. It has been lights out.
Our dud. Couple contenders for this. Some dishonorable mentions. Danny Jansen. Slow start so far. But our week 1 dud, Brandon Belt.
Yeah.
I just think 1 hit through 21 plate appearances. Man, like, what is he, 35 years old?
He's 34 going on 35.
Looking every day of it. He is, I know, coming off of knee injuries, And I know we were both skeptical of the statements being made. Oh, this is the healthiest I've felt. This is the best the knee has felt in years. And we both, that's what you got to say. Everybody's got to
Yeah.
say it. There's still reasons to be hopeful that he'll get back to
One thing
where.
that did, yeah, like one thing that did stand out about his spring training was how slowly they ramped him up. I mean, I think most Jays fans will look back and remember that he didn't even take a swing in a regular
No.
spring training game until 2 weeks in. And at first, they really spun it as this is what Brandon would like. He knows his body. This is the way it goes. But as we watch him play right now, I think that it had a lot more to do with where he was at physically. Of course, they haven't released anything on this, but he just doesn't look right. I'm not panicked about Brandon Belt yet. I know that there are a pile of Blue Jays fans that can't wait to call this a big failure.
I definitely don't want to call it a big failure. I do want to recalibrate my expectations for Brandon Belt, and that's probably on me for coming in too excited, too high on Brandon Belt. I was really looking forward to just a full-time DH, a David Ortiz, an Edwin Encarnacion, a guy who was just going to hit in the 4 or 5 spot and just mash. I know he was going to be slow lumbering around the bases, but watching him in the batter's box, he looks like the most unathletic player on this team right now, and I'm including Alejandro Kirk in that. Again, maybe the season can still look good by the end of the year, but for the time being, I don't even want to see him in the DH role consistently. Like, all things being equal, if everybody's healthy, we've probably got Whit Merrifield in second base, right? I would say on a day where Alejandro Kirk is catching, I'd rather see Kevin Biggio as our DH.